Okay, I just want to do a little introduction of myself. My name is Herby Thompson. I'm a local artist here in New Bedford, Mass. I show my art at the Gallery X, and last year I sat in Buttonwood Park and drew 30 to 40 kids, gave them their portraits as a donation to the Pride. And my background is I went to Swain School of Design here locally in New Bedford, and what I'm going to show you right now is I'm going to do a portrait drawing, just a real quick sketch of how I do a portrait. This is my friend Michael Jodwin. We went to art school together at Swain School. He was 1 year ahead of me. So I'm just going to start sketching, unless you have any unless you want to ask me anything, Tracy.
Do you start with like a regular pencil? How does this work?
What I'm using is I use a toned paper to give the contrast for the dark and light. And what I do is when I first look at the page, I actually design the page itself. I try to fill the space. So I'm going to, I start with the basic shape of the head, Michael's head, and that's how I get it started. And see, it's almost a profile picture. It's nice that it's not just completely profiled. It's, and then you sketch in the proportions, sort of like the proportions between the eye, the nose, and the mouth. It's all proportioned. The face is relatively proportioned throughout everybody. They have a very similar
starting points, I guess?
Yeah, yes. It gives you, actually it's a technical thing where it's actually specific sizes that you do. And because I miss doing the park this year because of the lockdown and COVID-19, you're doing a virtual featuring the local artists, correct?
Yep. So we're doing you and Chelsea. Mandy will be featured at the end of the month. There's a lot going on with AHA Pride and everything going on. So we're highlighting you and Chelsea Arruda.
Oh, wow.
And Mandy, these are the artists that would have been under our tent this year, providing art and whatnot. So we want to make sure that we continue to highlight you guys and appreciate the work that you guys do for the community.
Well, I'm very honored to be a part of Pride, and I feel this is a wonderful thing that you do, Tracy.
Yep, and we wanted to highlight artists because we were supposed to be at the Gallery X on 169 William Street this year. We rented the whole gallery.
The whole month.
Right, for LGBTQ plus artists, and without being able to do that, we're highlighting artists every day. And we thought, how cool would it be to highlight the artists under our tent on what would have been our Pride Day, which is Saturday.
And this is a nice way to do it virtually.
Yeah.
So people get to
and learn a little bit as well.
We get to see all the local artists.
Yeah, I love doing the Gallery Art Expo. I mean, the art at the Gallery X. It's just amazing to see the different mediums. And a medium is the type of artwork, whether it's pencil drawing, whether it's woodworking, whether it's painted with ceramics,
Three-dimensional, two-dimensional,
yep,
sculpture.
The metal sculptures, all that is a medium.
Yeah.
And I give credit for Michael for sitting there, man. Strike a pose.
Michael's been an excellent model, and I've drawn him several times throughout the years. And it's actually a lot of fun. It's easier when you know the person, I think, a little bit. And
back to the model. We're just chilling in the backyard, guys. Gals.
Now you're timing this, right, Tracy?
What's that?
You're timing this?
Oh, of course I am. Yep.
Perfect time of the day. It rained all day.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
gorgeous
can't
outside.
believe that. Yeah, I mean, it was so wet and humid, and it actually comes out nice today.
Well, I didn't know if I should wear shorts or not. And I'm like, I'm going to put shorts on. So why are you putting the white in? What does that do, Mike?
What I'm trying to
excuse me.
do is highlight when the sun hits him,
Yeah.
or any light. Say, for instance, if you had lights in a studio, they spotlight certain, and gives it a more of a three-dimensional look.
Gotcha.
I think it does. And actually, it's an old master style. It's what the masters used to do back in, like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, and those type of people used to actually do the highlighting more so.
So when Herbie does our Pride Day, the kids line up. And I felt so bad. I was doing so many things that Michael came over and said, Herbie needs a break. And I'm like, you guys can take your own breaks. So next year we said, for this year, we were going to put a sign up saying be back in 15 minutes. Like we knew, because Herbie knows how long it takes to do a picture, a drawing, that we could say, you're the last one, we'll be back in 15 after the last person, that's here right now. Make sure that he didn't get a break, he didn't take a break from 11 to 4, he just went go, 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 go.
Well,
Amazing work.
I just didn't want to say no to the kids because some of them are come from poor homes and they can't afford anything. And for me, it's a way of giving back, giving them, actually handing them their portrait is to me so meaningful to be able to do that to these kids.
Yep.
And they could have been you or I when we were kids. They could have been. We could have been, had we been from this time period, we could have walked around the park and...
So if I wanted to hire you to do this, I could?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so how would I get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me through my email.
Yeah.
And
Well, it'll be posted on the page. I just want people to realize that, Herbie is for hire as well. Obviously, not everything we do in our life is for free. It'd be nice to make a living. But it's really nice when people pay it forward.
And I do it for the community, for the Pride event. And it's very rewarding to be able to be a part of... I think it's history. I think you're making history by doing this.
I'm looking forward to next year's Gallery X Art Expo for sure.
Gallery, and hopefully we can go back into Buttonwood Park and...
Oh, yeah. That's the same. Every year we just keep adding something different,
And it's a lot of fun, and it's a big event, and everybody's upbeat, and everybody's truly enjoying it, I think.
So while you're drawing, do you only use like the black and white? Is there, depending on how you're feeling?
I sometimes add color. I can show you a few things that I... Not only do I do portraits, but I also do...
Make sure that the one's not the nudity.
No. Okay. I make sure that that's one that I just finished.
Ah, cool beans.
And I thought it came out really well.
Yep.
And then I have flower ones. I think you would like the...
I saw some of his artwork on
This is an iris that I did.
Iris twins. I thought that was a cute pun on that.
Thank you.
Yep. Took me a second. I think he spelled it wrong, but no, he didn't.
I did this. I just finished this one from in my backyard.
Oh my God, beautiful.
And I did finish this one. These are called bearded iris because they're very rough around the edges.
Aren't we all?
I know, right? And I thought this came out well. It all has dandelions in the
Oh
corner.
wow. Awesome.
Let's see if I have another.
Ah, cool beans. All right, we're on a time crunch, so you got to get back to Michael. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Are we done?
No. You have to keep going.
Okay. I'm
But
still.
I meant, we're
just
trying to
go
do a
back-
15-minute video, and we're at 9.5.
Oh, okay. Let me continue
Yeah.
sketching Michael for a few more minutes.
How tranquil it is to have the water fountain behind us.
And the garden is so well kept.
I know. I don't want to take pictures. I don't want people knowing what's around us. This is a cool place to be, and we don't want you all here.
Well, I certainly like how it come out. It's a different view of Michael I've done before, for sure. Now, do you also have filmed the other two artists, correct, that are...
So Chelsea is doing lettering, and she actually did her own. So however long it took her to do her lettering, she time-lapsed it down to us. I think she's about an 8-minute video. And around this video will be your artwork that you've produced. That will be for sale, and they're all in frames, so that's amazing as well. Yeah, and Mandy, with a lot going on, Mandy's going to do towards the end of the month, but Mandy's doing a time-lapse as well.
Does she also have a studio at Hart Street?
Probably, you know, she's part of the Queer Arts Council, and they do a lot down that end, so I'm just not sure exactly where she's at, but I just see her out and about and everywhere. And
I've seen her there, I think, so.
Yeah, Mandy joined our board, so it's been an amazing year for us for the network. And Rebecca and I are part of the AHA Pride Committee last year. With it being virtual this year, we kind of, I don't know, stepped away a little bit this year, focusing on our own virtual events for the month of June. It's definitely a different pride, for sure.
I think that this
The sun went away, so good, I can see it a little bit better.
I think this has forced us to be more creative with our...
with ourselves?
With ourselves and doing things, events. It's made us very creative, I think.
Yeah. And I'll show you guys back, Michael, so you'll be like, damn, that looks pretty good, and then we'll come back down.
I'm actually kind of happy with the way this, for a rough sketch, for 15 minutes, I don't think it's too bad.
So how long does it usually take you to do, like, if I come out to do one?
Well, sometimes the ones I showed you of that, the other guy, that was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
it depends on your mood or
normally, normally 20 minutes is what I do for the kids as well.
Gotcha.
Like this is, you know, I think a 20-minute pose. It's not too long. They don't move as much. They really enjoy it. They're usually full of spirit. You can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their expression. The thankfulness that you get from these kids is just phenomenal to me. So.
Well, we appreciate what you do, and we're very happy that you're highlighted as one of our
Thank you very much,
guests.
Tracy. I appreciate everything.
Thanks, hon.